We've got our little dressing right here. We've got all of our salad fixings, and you're beginning to see why this is such an amazing salad, right? So we've got a bowl of greens right here, and this is just like a spring mix. It's got a little bit of baby chard, some spinach, some butter lettuce, some radicchio, some frisee, and a couple other greens. It's just kind of one of those grocery store bag mixes. Super low maintenance. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna shake up our dressing. We're gonna make sure the container is closed. Give it a shake. Shake, shake, shake. And what we're gonna do is take just half of the dressing and kind of drizzle it over the greens. That's really good. Oh, it's really good. And we're gonna toss them like this. Whoop. Come back here. Just wanna toss them gently. It's not very much dressing, so it won't gloop up at the bottom. Just kind of looking for like very light coverage because we're gonna add the rest of the dressing in a little bit. So we can see we've got some dressing coverage here. It's looking good. Got some more dressing on the bottom. We kind of want to scatter around. Alrighty. Okay, got our salad. And now this is where the composed part comes in, right? We're gonna add all this stuff. We don't necessarily want it to be like everything piled into a bowl. But first, what are we gonna do? We're gonna salt it. So now that we've got a little bit of dressing on these leaves, they'll actually hold some salt. I've already salted the vinaigrette, but I didn't salt it that much. It's just a little salty. So I'm gonna scatter just a little bit, like maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt around the salad greens. Give them another toss. And then we're gonna put some pretty stuff in here. There we go. Ooh, looks like salad dressing flying all over the place. Huh. Okay. That looks really nice. Okay, so our elements are, we've got bacon, we've got an avocado, we've got some carrots, we've got some chicken, shredded chicken, some tomatoes, some hard-boiled eggs, and some anchovies. And I know some of you are going, ugh, anchovies, but I promise they're delicious. So first we're gonna start with the chicken. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna build this in rows. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen your traditional Cobb salad, but they tend to be like, either things are very pretty, like everything, like all the carrots are here, all the tomatoes are here, all the chicken is here, or they're in rows. So in order to make rows, you need like a fair amount of ingredients, but we've got a good amount here, so we're gonna try and make it work. So we're gonna do chicken down the middle. I'm gonna try and keep it straight as we can. Ta-da, oh, that looks great. Actually, I'm gonna pick a little bit up. We might do another row of chicken to fill it out. There we go. Alrighty. We're gonna do a row of carrots right here. And we wanna keep these together. Remember, we're putting a little bit of effort into how this looks, right? So try and keep the carrots straight and kind of keep them in a cohesive row. There we go. And of course, when we eat it, we're like just gonna dive in, right? And it's gonna become a mess. But initially, it's like the experience of the salad that looks good. Looks really good. We're going to do the tomatoes right here. I like these as wedges. I thought they were really pretty. You can do chopped tomatoes, whatever is easier for you. We're just gonna have these come straight down like this. So they kind of fill out the bowl with a little bit more color, because the chicken's kind of a drab color. Kind of want to make them pretty. So let's straighten these out. We're going to kind of angle them a little bit. There we go. Tomatoes are all set. Now we've got some hard-boiled eggs that I'm going to cut in half. And actually, I'm just going to put these off to the side because I think they look nice. So I'm going to put these guys here. And then I'm going to put these guys over in that corner. Let's see what we've got. Got our eggs there. What else have we got? We got our avocado. So we're gonna do some sliced avocado. Sorry, we're gonna do avocado wedges. So I've got the avocado here like this, and I've got my little paring knife, and I am just like cutting little wedges like this. You can make them as thin or as thick as you want, but I tend to like substantial avocado wedges or avocado slices because I think they look nice. And then to get them out, we basically just peel off the outside. You want to be very careful not to damage the avocado. And you don't want to cut the avocado till right before you're going to serve it, because these turn brown really quickly. Oop, get out of there. We're going to create another, actually we're going to put these guys here because we have the row of wedged tomatoes there. And these guys are kind of big, so I'm gonna put another big row right here. I'm gonna scatter these like this. If they don't wanna pop out, just gently peel off the peel like that. Some avocados will fight you every step of the way, and there's really no way around it. It's just the unfortunate reality of that avocado. It might have gotten bruised, but you wanna handle them gently and get them out in as full of pieces as possible. I'll scatter them here. Got a nice another row. Now my hands are covered in avocado, but thankfully I have my little towel this time, so that's good. Ta-da. Actually, we're just gonna fill up this whole edge because I have a little bit extra avocado, and avocados are amazing. We don't wanna waste them. So I have a paper towel right here. I don't wanna get my towel, my actual cloth towel, all avocado-y. Now we've got our anchovies. Now, I don't want to hear about how anchovies are gross because anchovies are actually delicious. These little guys are, oh my God. So these are cured anchovies. These are freaking amazing. Wow. These aren't like your regular, just plain fish. These are actually cured anchovies in oil and vinegar. So they're really tart. They're not even fishy. Like they don't even taste fishy like you would think that anchovies would taste like. What they taste like is like savory, right? Like actually eating it, I don't taste any fish at all. It actually tastes a little bit more like chicken, right? So I'm gonna eat that guy. And we're gonna create a row of anchovies right here. I'm gonna push the greens down a little bit so we can see the anchovies, and we're gonna layer them in. Oop, come on. Yay, anchovies. I swore I could eat these things all day. Grosses out my mom, but my dad knows that I am his daughter because my dad could also eat anchovies all day straight out of the package. Alrighty, so as you can see, we've got like some just nice rows here. This looks like a nice composed salad. If you see any bits like poking out of greens that kind of break up your lines, feel free to poke them down and then add a little bit more veggie to that spot to kind of fill in the gap. And then, oh, we've also got our bacon. We can't forget the bacon. So we're gonna scatter some bacon kind of around the edges. We're gonna use them sort of like bookends because bacon really does hold everything up, right? We're gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you around the edges. Kind of make it like the border of bacon. And you can do this however feels right for you, right? Like if you wanna do everything, like all the tomatoes here, all the eggs here, all the bacon there, because you think that looks better, then by all means do what looks amazing to you. Like, or if you wanna make a picture, like if you wanna do the vegetables and the meat in some sort of like design, like a mosaic, that would be awesome. In fact, if you do that, take a picture of it and send it to me because I really wanna see that. Alrighty, what have we got here? I think we're almost done. Oh, we've got some chives because chives make everything better. So I'm gonna give this a quick sprinkling of chives because a little green on top kind of will bring it all together. And I think that that looks beautiful. We still have our dressing, but I wanna show you what this looks like. Look at that. That is so pretty. Like if somebody sat this down in front of you, wouldn't you just be like, wow, that looks amazing. We're gonna add a little bit more chicken to the middle because you can see that the other sides have kind of come up a little bit. You can see how much thought I'm putting into this, right? Like I'm not just like slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, I got a salad, right? I'm actually intentionally composing the salad, which is exactly what it's supposed to, how it's supposed to be made. Like this salad is supposed to be an event. The salad is supposed to be beautiful. When somebody sits it down in front of you, you're supposed to feel like you're about to dig into a meal. Alrighty, now what we're gonna do, and this is really important, we do this in restaurants, it's good to do it at home too, just for, you know, aesthetic purposes. We're gonna wipe down the plate, right? Because there's like little bits of salad dressing, there's little bits of like egg and herb. We're just gonna wipe all that up with a paper towel. Wipes up really easily, and it just makes for such a nice presentation. Like the splatters are fine, nobody cares, but if you went into a restaurant and you had a plate covered with fingerprints and splatters, you'd be like, oh, that's gross, right? So at home, like it pays to kind of pay attention to the details, right? Like you just kind of wipe up the edges, get up all the schmutz, and you sit down and you feel like, oh, this is a great meal. So we've got our composed salad. I think it looks gorgeous. We've got a salad green that escaped. This looks beautiful. There's a ton of greens in here. There's a ton of protein. There's a ton of vegetables. And now we're gonna add our dressing again. And I'm gonna seal it, make sure it doesn't explode because it's still a little warm. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. pop it open, away from me because I don't want to get hit with like the dressing money shot. And we're just gonna kind of gently dribble it around. Like you don't want a lot in any one place. You just kind of want it sort of scattered here and there. Ta-da. And then when we're ready to eat this, like you want to eat this now, once you dress it, like you can actually make the salad a little bit ahead of time. You put a little bit of dressing on the greens, so you don't want to make it that far ahead of time. But once you add the rest of the dressing, like you pretty much got to eat it pretty quickly. And there's our salad. Look at that. How freaking gorgeous. I almost don't want to eat it because it's so pretty. I don't want to ruin it. So when it comes time to eat it, what you basically do is you can toss it into one big salad, which is totally fine. Or you can kind of pick around and eat what you want. Like you can have a tomato, you can have like some chicken, you can have some carrot, you can have whatever you want. So I don't want to ruin it. So I'm just gonna kind of take a bite and then pick around. So I'm gonna have a piece of bacon and I'm gonna have a carrot and I'm going to have a little bit of chicken and the salad green. Oh my God. The bacon flavor, the chicken, the carrot. This does not feel like a concession. This feels like I sat down to like a royalty meal. If every salad was like this, people would eat way more vegetables. I think you should stop what you're doing right now and go make the salad. It's delicious.